Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Did you notice that I didn't post last week? Nobody's come for me yet, but I have a lot of energy right now. Probably because I have food delivery on the way, and I'm really excited. So I went to Catholic school. I've said it before, I have nothing against religious people, but being in an environment where it was forced upon me as a young child, it wasn't really that fun. It wasn't great. So, I am aware that some people who go to my old high school watch my videos now. I'm not sure exactly who you are, but I know that my sister who went there up until last year has been approached by students about my YouTube channel before. So, I just want to say, in all seriousness, I am glad to be a positive example of someone who turned out okay and happy and very gay despite that place. If you were trapped in that place or any other ridiculous religious school, I just want you to know that when we graduated, one of my friends sold her uniform for $20 to someone who wanted to use it for schoolgirl fetish purposes. It feels like just the tiniest bit of revenge. And I hope it brings you as much joy as it brings me to know that. When I tell people that I am a lesbian and went to an all-girls Catholic school, they assume there's some scandalous stories behind that. It's obviously all one gigantic lesbian orgy, and it's extra scandalous because there's nuns lurking around every corner who want to beat you with a ruler. It wasn't like that. The nun honestly just made you sit through a lot of long, infuriating lectures. It was a singular nun. There was a convent behind our school where a lot of nuns lived, but there was only one that actually worked at the school. She was the absolute worst, by the way. This is why I think I'm gonna have to call this Tales from Catholic School #1 or something like that. Like, we are just grazing the surface of the Catholic school fuckery in this video. So contrary to the big scandalous lesbian orgy perception of all-girls Catholic school, it wasn't like that. Like, actually not a lot of people were out in high school. Certainly I was not. Although in retrospect, I think I was more out than I realized at the time. I got into a place in 11th grade where I hadn't come out officially, but I wasn't really bothering to hide it anymore. A lot of people actually assumed I had a thing with a friend of mine, and part of me liked that because it meant that I didn't have to formally come out to anyone. People kind of just assumed that I was some variety of queer if I was with this person, which I wasn't with this person, and I also didn't like people thinking that because she didn't have the greatest reputation. As much as she was a fun person to have as a friend, I did not really want people thinking that I supported her in every way or that I was like that as well. I didn't want to be connected to her in that way, and because I had zero interest in actually dating her, it felt a little dishonest to just let people think that. It did rub me the wrong way, as much as it was a convenient way to come out. You know, she was out as bi. A lot of people knew that she had dated girls before. She liked to jokingly hit on me a lot, probably because I was super, like, awkward and uncomfortable with these things around that age. And she was all about, like, the shock value jokes and whatever, so she enjoyed, just gently, platonically, sexually harassing me every once in a while. One time we thought it would be funny to, like, say that we were in a relationship on Facebook, just like, hey, this is hilarious, what a joke, what a ridiculous thing. Like, I entirely thought it was funny, but all of our classmates started liking this post thinking that it was real. And I feel like that was the point of no return, where people really started to think that there was something between us that there wasn't. Even some of the teachers thought it. So it was Valentine's Day, and this teacher was saying, like, he was saying how romantic gestures aren't really for everyone, and he was like, yeah, if I got my wife flowers, she would probably vomit. And my friend, being the person that she is, just super loudly goes, yeah, if I got Tia flowers, she'd probably vomit too. Me and this teacher are both just jarred. I didn't say anything. I just was mortified because I knew how that looked. And, like, to this day, this teacher, who I actually liked and respected, probably thinks that he, high school kids, as I said, it gets better. I think. I don't know. Adulthood's weird in a whole other way. Okay, so this story that I have been building up until this point, this tale that I am here to tell, takes place in 11th grade. So I had kind of drifted apart from this friend that I've been mentioning that everybody thought yes. So we had drifted apart quite a lot. We didn't really hang out anymore, outside of school or in school. We didn't eat lunch together. We kind of sat together in the classes that we happened to have together, but we weren't really close anymore. Shh, computer fan, shh. We walk into school at, like, exactly the same time one day, and we were both late, so there was nobody else in the hallways. and she looks like absolute hell. Like, I'd seen her look kind of rough before, but she looks like out of an apocalyptic movie rough. So I'm like, dude, the fuck did you roll out of a ditch this morning? Are you good? And she immediately breaks down crying and pulls me into the bathroom. So I'm like, here the fuck we go. She explains to me, very incoherently, that she hooked up with this guy and she thinks she might be pregnant and she regrets it and everything is horrible. So I'm like, heterosexual sex is disgusting. Why does anyone do it? My entire life consists of going on Tumblr and pretending not to have crushes on girls. I don't know. I am not emotionally equipped to deal with the repercussions of potential pregnancy. Why am I here right now? What is too early? It's like 8 a.m. I can't. But I didn't say that. I was like, okay, we gotta get you a pregnancy test. We gotta figure out if this is actually a thing before we lose our shit about it. So we go in our little Catholic school uniforms. We leave school and we go to this gross old strip mall that's really not that close. It was like 20 minutes away. So we walk to the gross old strip mall to acquire a pregnancy test. Wow, okay, what a good time for that. I just got a notification that you may or not... I just got a notification because someone joined my Patreon Discord, which you can do too, for $2 a month or more. You can come hang out on Discord with us. It's a dandy time. We have a long Furby emoji. We have movie night streams. And certain people in it have been encouraging me that I need to promote it more in my videos. So here I am, promoting it more in my videos. Anyway, so we go to the drugstore, and we're just looking at this, like, shelf of pregnancy tests. Like, okay, we out here. There's some pregnancy tests. We gotta pick one, I guess. So we got one. And, I'm pretty sure we tried to steal a shopping cart on our way back to school, but the wheels locked up as we were leaving the parking lot and kind of crushed our dreams of, like, busting back into school in a shopping cart, which would have been amazing, by the way. That would have made this story, like, 10 times better. God damn it. I thought that was my food, but it's just someone liking me on a dating app. God. Okay. That's my food. That time it was my food. Okay. So when I got to this point in making my notes for the video, I was like, I should consult my old journals that I actually wrote when this happened to make sure I get all the details right. And oh my god, I did not remember this nearly as well as I thought I did. But let me just warn you, what is about to occur is probably one of the most deeply uncomfortable things I have ever experienced in my life. We get back to school, it's all pretty quiet, everyone is in class, and we go to the bathroom so that my friend can take the pregnancy test. And obviously we want to be pretty secretive about this. Like, one, because it's just kind of an embarrassing thing to be doing at school in general, and two, there's the extra taboo of it being a super conservative school. So there is a singular person in one of the stalls in the bathroom. And we're like, okay, we gotta wait for this person to leave. So we just kind of put our bags down and, like, lean against the wall and, like, you know, try to be, like, just nonchalant, cool kids just here chilling in the bathroom for no apparent reason. I don't know. So this girl comes out of the bathroom stall, and she's one of the girls in a grade above us. Her name was, well, her name was Rachel. That's a pretty common name. That's not narrowing it down. Like, you don't know who she is. Her name was Rachel. So she comes out of the bathroom stall, and she's, like, washing her hands, and we're just, like, there against the wall, like, just really hoping that she's gonna overlook us. Just, like, really hoping that she's just gonna leave without making it weird. And I have it here so that I can specifically, like, refer to this fuckery. So she's like, so what are you guys doing? Ugh, my food is coming. I'm so excited. The dude is in my elevator. I'm still telling the story. It's just gonna turn into a mukbang, okay? She's like, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, nothing. You know, that's, like, the most suspicious thing you can say. What am I thinking? Okay, so I'm like, nothing. And she's like, nothing weird? What do you mean weird? Like, weird is a broad description. Like, weird? And she looks at us and she's like lesbian stuff? I mean, I just said something real suspicious at this point. I just was like, no, of course not. Just, like, way too defensive. In my defense, I was so far in the damn closet that I was in Narnia, and it was bad. I'm so happy right now, you don't even know. My friend was all like, you're making us look more suspicious, which she secretly loved it. I know she did. So this girl, she just, like, finishes drying off her hands and, like, tosses her paper towel into the garbage. And she just comes over to us all smug and she's like, so are you guys straight? In my brain, like, in the split second I have to answer that question, I know that yes is not going to be a convincing answer. And also, I'm really sick of being in the closet, and I don't really want to say yes. So, all of these weird, but I'm not ready to come out, and like all of these weird conflicting, like it's just internal screaming at this point. So I'm like, it all just kind of, and what comes out of me is just a very composed, diplomatic, not at all suspicious, maybe. And so my friend once again is like, you are not helping this situation. Maybe is not helping this situation. And so this girl, she fixates on me now. And she's just staring at me dead in the eyes, like interrogating me. Like, this happened. This happened to me in my high school Catholic school bathroom. Just, and so she looks me dead in the eyes. And I'm like shitting my pants right now. And she's looking me dead in the eyes. And she's like, have you ever had sex with insert name of my friend here? And I'm like, no. Which is true. So I can say no confidently. So I'm like, no. I'm still shitting my pants though. She's like, have you ever kissed her? And I'm like, no. And so she finally backs off a little bit. And she's like, she's satisfied now. Rachel is done giving me an absolute heart attack. My friend is probably secretly enjoying all of this, besides the part about maybe being pregnant. And I'm just... So Rachel is leaving, and as she's leaving, as she's like opening the door, she's like almost gone, like we're so close yet again. She's almost gone. She turns around, and she goes, like joking, like, no lesbian stuff, right guys? And my friend is like, no, of course not. We're doing like the opposite of lesbian stuff. Which is just as weird of a thing to say as anything I had said before, even though she's calling me out for being suspicious. But whatever. And so now Rachel is all confused again, and she's like, so you mean like gay stuff? Which, I mean, I guess gay men would be the opposite of lesbians, but like, it's just this. So my friend responds back, yes, we are clearly gay men here doing gay stuff with our dicks. And Rachel like spins back around and looks at us and is like, your dicks that you bought? She just leaves. She just leaves with that line, and we just lose our goddamn minds, like crying, laughing on the ground of this disgusting bathroom. This sounds like I made it up, but I promise you, I could not make this up. I wrote this down on April 9th, 2015, because I could not believe that this was a thing that I experienced. God, I was in high school 3 years ago. It feels like way longer ago than that. So my friend took the pregnancy test. We stared at it for like the entire time it took to develop. We just kept it on the school bathroom counter. Thankfully nobody else walked in. So yeah, it was negative. She was not pregnant. All was well in the uterus on that day. So yes, if the scandalous nature of Catholic all-girls schools have ever intrigued you, that's the true tea. And that is not nearly the most fucked up thing that ever happened. I have a lot more if you want to hear it. Thank you ever so much for watching. Remember to go check out my Patreon so that you can join the Discord and come hang out with us all. You can follow me on social media if you desire more of my ridiculous face haunting you every day. I don't have anything else to say. I just want to eat my food. Bye!